Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
And this is Mike and Chris Reloaded. And this week we're going to relive our very first episode.
Yeah, so I'll let you introduce yourself first, Mike.
My name is Mike. In case you guys haven't listened to the podcast or are new to the podcast, our first episode was so terrible. And I'd like to think we've grown leaps and bounds, but I'm an old man who
Well, at least
loves.
leaps anyway.
Yeah, it's gotten there. I think we're doing pretty good, but we've I'm an old man, so I'm a stay-at-home dad because I have some medical issues. So there's lots of times we have to reshoot podcasts from the hip because I don't do my research ahead of time, or lots of times I'm telling Chris I can't do it on Monday. So
Mike, can you count erectile dysfunction as a medical issue?
damn it, no,
I was just curious.
no. But I've known Chris for what? God, 15
15
years.
years? Yeah.
15 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
We've been friends, and then not friends, and then friends, and now I think we've grown to be pretty much best friends almost.
Yeah, I definitely think the podcast has brought us a lot closer.
Yeah.
I'm still not hugging you.
You're not that. You let me grab your ass the other day.
Yeah, well, I was under the false pretenses on that.
But we met at a company, good old retail store called Walmart. I was actually Chris's employer at the time.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And I was an asshole and a dick. They used to call me Little Hitler at my previous store.
Yep.
But
I still remember the day that I tried to get promoted, and you promoted someone else ahead of me. What happened to that person again?
Oh yeah, he got arrested for child molestation.
Wow. Well, they say hindsight, Mike. So.
He was a pedophile. But basically, we wanna put a podcast out there. I've been watching E3 all week. I know Chris has been pretty busy with work and school and stuff, so he's gonna have to recap on some of this shit.
And moving.
But and moving. Oh yeah. I supervised your move.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah. You know they wouldn't have worked if I wouldn't have told them what to get.
Yeah. I trust me. I kept sending them out there too. Go.
Like every 5 minutes they stopped and they huddled together in a circle and started talking about
I'd like
games.
to say it was just like kids, but like Dane was in there too.
Yeah, Dane. I think Dane was the instigator.
I think he was too.
Dane, if you're
but they did help though.
Yes, they did. They did
Trent,
a lot of
Brandon, Dane.
Brandon busted his ass.
He did.
I'm proud of Brandon. Brandon got in there. He got some muscles going.
Well, that's just the Mexican laborer coming out of it.
Yeah. But so we've been busy watching E3 because next week is our anniversary or podiversary. TM. TM. Who came up with that? That was your sister, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Gloria.
No. I think it was Tasha, wasn't it?
Was it Tasha?
I think it was Tasha.
Was it Tasha? Okay, I forget.
I believe. See, Tasha, I'm giving you props. So.
Yeah, she was like the only person that did. I did a Facebook Live video today of me unboxing my L character.
I actually watched it afterwards. I didn't even realize you did.
Did you? Oh, it was just short and sweet. I hate unboxing Funko Pops. But my wife said I have to unbox it because it's L. L has to be sitting on my shelf. So.
Whoopity-doo.
Yeah, you're a hater. I'm a lover. But go ahead and introduce yourself, Chris.
Well, my name's Chris. Really not much to say. Like I said, we've known each other for about 15, 16 years or so now. We've been doing this for about a year. I think we've come way farther from the beginning than we were in the beginning. I've lived in this town for 17 years. I have one son.
You claim him?
I do. Unfortunately, I do.
He's the guy that has internet problems but plays Friday the 13th, which is an internet-based game. Trent, if you hear me, play your damn Madden game.
Oh, and he also plays Overwatch a lot too.
Yeah. But we've grown this year. We've gone from greatest cartoons ever. Greatest Saturday morning cartoons.
Our very, very, very first podcast, other than our introductory one, was the top 10 horror remakes.
Yes.
And it was we did a review at the same time. What was it?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
It was the Bebop and Rocksteady the movie.
Bebop and
That's right.
Rocksteady the
It was
movie.
the Ninja Turtles and top 10 or top horror remakes coming out.
Yeah.
That was our very, very first podcast.
And you know what? Some of those horror remakes have still yet to come out. We're still waiting for it.
Which it's coming out.
September, yeah. Yep. But basically, we like to geek out. I mean, this is our, 30 minutes that we like to just bullshit and talk about stuff we watch. I'm more of a TV show kind of guy, and Chris is more of a movie kind of guy.
Which is good.
Yeah.
We kind of contradict yet complement each other on
that. Yeah. What you don't know, I do know.
Even though I still probably know more than you.
You do know more than me. I'm the looks of the podcast.
That's
We're
right.
in trouble.
I'm the brains, and Mike's the.
We don't know what I am. We don't know what I am. Don't say it.
He's the pretty one, I guess.
My wife might not think so. I'm growing as Fu Manchu.
How far is it? I haven't even looked at that thing. It's getting. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm gonna braid it. It's gonna be. I'm gonna grow my goatee out, and I'm gonna grow it down to the middle of my chest, and I'm gonna braid it.
He's gonna have his biker do.
Yeah, I'm gonna braid it. My friend Andy used to have it. I really liked it. I'm gonna get some just for men too. I'm gonna put some just for men.
You don't have to worry about the top of your head, just more of your beard.
No, I got no hair.
That's pretty bad if you got more hair on your beard than you do on your top of your head.
Can you add, what the hell is up with this? The older I get, the less hair I get on the top of the head, and the more hair I get on my ass.
I think God's playing a joke on you.
I think so too. It migrated. It went from my head to my back, now to my ass. I'm afraid I don't know where it's going next.
Well, speaking of Andy, he's coming down in a few weeks, right?
He is. I tried to get him to come on our podcast with us, but he's too shy. I thought maybe we could make a middle of the week podcast or something for the previous week.
Well, that's going to be kind of a rough week because that's the 4th of July is that week.
Yes, it is.
So we might skip a podcast that week.
Well, yeah, we're going to skip 4th of July because 4th of July is a Tuesday. Yeah. So Tuesday, the 4th of July, we will not have a show, but we will be back the following week with a Spider-Man review.
And I think we're doing a top 5, are we? No. Yes, no, maybe?
I don't know. I don't think we've planned 100%. I don't know if I'm on the same page.
Discussed it. We'll have to talk about it more before we make something final decision on it.
Yeah. I think, what was the top 5 supposed to be?
Top 5 Spider-Man villains, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I was made fun of because I don't know any.
Yeah.
The Vulture. Sandman.
Green Goblin.
The Green Hornet. Oh, wait. Wrong show.
Yeah. But yeah, we've seen our ups and downs and everything since we began. We've had some technical issues. We've had some, different, things happen. We did an E3 show last year. I remember that, which actually I think was in my opinion, was probably one of our worst shows we did.
It was our worst show.
I think
we sounded horrible.
We had sounded horrible. I think that our equipment lagged real bad that time. And
yeah.
So we had a lot of technical issues then, but we've come, like I said, we've come a long way since then. So
yeah, I'm really curious. So for your guys' feedback, because we set up some, we got some foam enclosing the room that we're in. Now we are missing wall-to-wall carpeting, which I know takes out some of the echo, but which my wife and I are talking about carpeting the whole house here in the next couple months. So. There's that possibility. So, but what do you guys think of our sound quality? Are we echoey? Are we pingy? What's your opinion? How can we improve ourselves? In your opinion,
is Mike too whiny? Does he bitch too much? I mean, what do you think of our sound?
Yes, I do bitch too much. I do talk too much too. You know, so I talk. No. I think in one podcast you talked the whole podcast and I just listened.
That's because you didn't know what we were talking about.
Shut up. That does happen to me a lot. I do now and then not know what we're discussing, so I just sit there and look pretty because I'm a pretty person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 240 pounds and bald, by the way. So if I'm the pretty person.
I know we've also had a multitude of guests on our show and reoccurring guests. One of our long-standing and very first guests was Dane.
Dane. Yep. He was our first guest. Didn't he make our first podcast?
He did. Our first official podcast.
Our first, we did the introductory podcast, which is kind of like what we're doing now, and then we did the horror remix and the Bebop and Rocksteady. He went to Bebop and Rocksteady with us.
He did with us. Yep.
Yeah.
We've had Kent on.
Yeah, we've had Kent a few times. Not as much as I would like to get Kent more, but
he was on our very first official top 5.
He was.
Him and Shane.
Which was Aliens movie.
Alien movies.
Top 5 alien movies.
Not to be confused with the Aliens.
Yeah, not Aliens 1, Aliens 2.
Extraterrestrial movies.
Yes, E.T. type movies.
Yes, extraterrestrial movies.
I don't even remember what my top 5 were now.
I'd have to go back and look. I think my number 1 was like Aliens or something. Alien or Aliens. Alien, maybe.
I don't remember. It's been so long. I'd have to sit down and rethink about the whole situation. I wonder how our opinions would change.
Varied since then, the beginning.
Yeah, because we've seen more Alien movies since then.
Mm-hmm.
We got the new Aliens movie. Did you see it yet?
I did. I took Trent and who went with me? Trent and Joseph, I think. His friend Joseph, who went and watched it. Or Brandon. Maybe it was Brandon.
No, you said Joseph, I think, the first time. I already knew the answer when I asked you the question.
No, one of them went. Yeah, we went and watched. That's where we went and watched. And no, I think it was Trent and Brandon that went and watched.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Joseph the first time. Maybe it was a different movie.
Because we were talking about going to watch Pirates, but I think we ended up going and watch Aliens. So, which was decent. It was okay. I mean, it was Aliens movie.
You saw it without seeing Prometheus.
Yes, I did.
So
and, something tells me I didn't miss much.
You didn't miss much. I've told you 100 times. All you have to do is watch the last 5-10 minutes of Prometheus. Well, not even the last 5 minutes. Like, start 10 minutes back from the ending and watch 5 minutes and then forget about the last 5 minutes. Because the last 5 minutes is just a girl running from a giant spaceship falling at her, and she doesn't know to run right or left. She just keeps running in a straight line, and the ship just keeps coming at her.
Well, they say the fastest distance is a straight line, right?
Yeah, all she has to do is run to the right or run to the left, and she'll miss the damn ship. And nope, she runs a straight line. So, I mean, it's pretty retarded, but yeah, the movie sucked.
Yeah, we've had, like I said, Trent. My son Trent's been on a few times. Brandon's been on a couple times.
My kids don't support me. I try to get them on. She was going to be on the Tokyo Ghoul one, and then she backed out on us.
Yeah, she did.
So.
Which I can't say much because my kids backed out once too.
Yeah.
But he's still been on there more than hers.
Yes. I can't even get my family to listen. You know, nobody in my family listens to my podcast.
A lot of my family actually pretty staunch supporters.
Yeah, I know. That's I just talking to my wife last night about it. I was like, you know, what the fuck, man? I was like, all of Chris's family listens, and not one of mine listens. Where's the support here?
And there's our F word too.
Ah, yeah. Which I'm proud because we hadn't said the F word in the last 2 shows. I'm telling you. So.
Oh, I believe you.
But so next week's show we're gonna have some giveaways, aren't we?
I think we are.
I think we are.
We're gonna have I think we got a shirt to give away, maybe 1 or 2 shirts.
I think so.
Possibly a hat, maybe.
Ooh, even maybe a hat.
Maybe.
Yeah, since nobody claimed the hat, we should try to give it away.
Yeah, we'll just do that as a contest there. And these shirts we're giving away, they're not the ones we're selling. They're actually our anniversary shirts, which they are limited edition.
They are, because we're not making any more of them.
Nope. There is a total of, I'd say 10 shirts.
Yep.
There's a total of 10 shirts, and 7 of them are already claimed, so we have 3 shirts to give away. And a hat. Yep. 3 shirts and 1 hat.
And we're gonna make you listen to the show next week to find out all the details. But
all the gory details.
Yeah, all the gory details about how you can win the shirts. We're not gonna give that away early, but we can talk about the shirts. The shirts are pretty cool. The shirts say, "I listened to Mike and Chris Reloaded for a year."
Yep.
And all I got was this effing shirt.
Yep.
And the effing is bleeped out.
Yep.
Well, it's not bleeped out. It's F, and the and sign, exclamation mark, all that pound.
Yeah, just kind of like where it's insinuated.
Yeah, it's
But it's
in.
pretty neat little shit. It's black and white. It's got a little microphone and headset on it, and it's got a logo on the front.
Yeah, it's got our new logo on the front.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I really like the way it came out.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a pretty neat shirt. Like I said, it's a exclusive shirt, so
And
whoever wins it will have an exclusive shirt.
I like to thank the guy that created that logo again. I can't thank him enough. I like that logo so much.
This is a very good logo, and I'm really pleased with the fact we've got something. We're going to send him a hat, right?
Yep, we're sending him a hat. He gave me his address. His name is Travis. I forget his last name.
I don't know.
It's on my phone. I forget it. His name is Travis, and he runs a podcast, which I will plug again next week because I forgot to name the website of the podcast. So don't, if you're listening, don't hate me, Travis. I will plug you next week. I promise. But did you know we had 40 downloads last night?
Nice.
40 downloads.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, in one night. That's a record for us.
That is, yeah. I think that is.
It is in one night.
Speaking of which, we talked about Travis's website. We have a website of our own that again, when we first started, we didn't have anything like that. We've come along. We've got a website. We've got on pretty much every social media site out there.
Yeah, and I keep up with the social media, so you guys get bored and you want to talk. I am here 24/7.
Yes, he is.
24/7.
Trust me, I know this because he's always messaging me 24/7.
Didn't I leave you alone yesterday?
You did. I believe you did.
That's because I was out with the family.
And I think that's the only reason why.
That was the only reason why. I do bug him a lot. But hey, what do you got to do? Work? I mean,
work, school,
unpack. You ain't got nothing. That's what you got Stacy for. Make her unpack. Didn't she pack it all anyways?
She did actually. So I'm still trying to find where stuff's at.
I saw Raven unpacking too.
Yeah, everybody helped me out pretty good, so it's good to have people we can count on, I guess.
My wife won't let me unpack. When we moved into this house, she refused to let me unpack a single thing. That's why half of our shit is still in the garage unpacked. Because she's too busy. She works a full-time job and then she cleans because I don't do enough cleaning. I mean I clean, but I don't.
What do you do, Mike?
I don't. Man, do you know what would happen to me if I got out and mowed the yard? I'd have to bring one of those medical life alert bars, and so I could say, "Help me! I've fallen and I can't get up." That's what happened to me. There was one day, Michelle, Kent's psycho ex. I'm gonna say that the woman is batshit nuts. I went out to my van, which is parked on the side of the road, and there's that hill coming up my yard.
Yeah.
And I tripped and I fell, and I hurt my back. She was sitting on her front porch smoking a cigarette, and she watched me for 30 minutes trying to get up. It took me 30 minutes to get up off the ground because my back hurt so bad. I was outside. She's probably laughing her ass off. She was drinking.
Maybe it was a good cigarette, man.
I don't know.
Maybe she wasn't drunk enough to realize if she got down there, she would have probably fell and stumbled too.
Yeah, 30 minutes. The bitch. I can say bitch. Bitch is PG-13, ain't it?
Close enough.
Yeah, she just stared there and looked at me. Then come across. I mean, it's literally walk across the street. Let's see if this man needs help getting up. No.
At least call 911.
Yeah, something. Shit. I'm fat.
Maybe she thought you were taking a nap.
Yeah, laying in the grass, taking a nap. Where were my kids, too? Sleeping, I think.
What was it, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Nah, I think it was like 11:30 in the morning, which is close enough. But yeah, I think it was like 11:30. I don't remember what I went to get, but it sucked.
That sounds like it sucked.
But we're going to actually be doing next week's show in a two-parter, too.
Yes.
We didn't discuss that yet.
It'll be a two-parter. We'll discuss basically all things E3 coming up. We're not going to say too much about it right now. Save that for next week. But it's going to be just a big show. We're going to have a whole panel of people here. I think probably about 4 or 5 of us here, aren't
I
there?
think 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6 of us actually.
I think, yeah, I counted 6.
There'll be 6 of us here, so yeah.
And we're going to eat tacos and get fat and have a good time. I was going to make a cake, but they told me they can't do black icing.
Oh.
So I was like, well, I don't want a freaking cake then. I sent my logo to work with the wife, and she said
they can do red icing.
They could do red icing, yeah, but they can't do. They could do red
or white icing with the red logo.
They said they could do white with red icing, and I was like, no, I want black icing with red logo. I've seen it done before. I know it can be done.
How about red icing with black logo?
It can be done. I'm telling you. I don't know. They said no, they couldn't do it. No, whatever. Whatever. Fine. Be that way, Winn-Dixie. Be that way. I'll go to Walmart.
Well, you're just name dropping left and right today, aren't you?
I am name dropping. It pissed me off. Can't do black icing. Can't do black icing my ass. Just mix all the damn colors together. It makes black. It's not that freaking hard. Yellow, blue, green, orange, black.
Red. I heard red.
Red. Yeah. But whatever. Maybe I'll still go to Walmart and get us a cake. See if they'll do one.
What
I don't know if they have the screen print technology. See, that's what Winn-Dixie does is they scan the picture and then it prints an edible image that they put on top of the cake.
Yeah, I've seen those. Pretty neat.
Yeah, we did one for Megan for her birthday one year. I think it was Tokyo Ghoul or something. I don't know. I remember Megan. What was your cake that we scraped? Oh no, that was Amber. We did Black Butler. That's what it was.
Yeah, I remember that. The whole theme was Black Butler.
Yep, that's what it was. It was Black Butler.
Your family watch any good animes?
I've never watched Black Butler.
Yeah, but Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul is good. Okay, the second season is amazing.
The second season was good.
Okay, and
the fortunate thing is you got to get through the first season to get to the second season.
You have to watch the first season of Tokyo Ghoul because it builds development for the character throughout the whole season. I know it's slow development, but there is character development in the first season. So by the end of the first season, he's a badass.
So it took them 13 episodes to say, "Hey, this guy's a whiny little bitch."
Yes, it did. It does, and the manga is the same way. The manga, actually, Tokyo Ghoul which is they're supposed to be releasing sometime in the near future, actually probably has absolutely nothing to do with Kaneki. If it follows the manga, it's about Toka and her new coffee shop, which she calls Ri.
Which is just, I think it's a Japanese version of like being reborn or rebirth, because there's a lot of, if you ever noticed, there's a lot of animes like called REs.
Yeah.
Which is another thing we actually like to talk about on our podcast is animes.
Anime. We've done that a few times.
We do, and we'll probably do it some more, I'm sure.
Yeah, we gotta watch some anime. I don't think we've watched anything.
I haven't.
I started Orange is the New Black, but I haven't watched. I started Attack on Titan. I'm on episode 6.
I can't remember where I'm at. I don't know. I've only been watching about 2 or 3 different animes, so I haven't really been watching. The main ones I've been watching is Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia season 2. So.
I still gotta watch that one.
You'd like it. I think
I've watched about half of it because I've watched it in proxy. My daughter watched it in the living room.
Oh.
And I watched
season 2 or season 1?
Season 1.
Oh yeah.
And I
it's all in English dub, so you should be able to watch it.
Yeah, I think she watched it in English, and I watched about half of the episodes with her.
Oh, okay.
I'm just laying there, but I mean, I don't know much about it. I'd have to rewatch the whole thing.
Even though you started to come along and actually watch it in sub. See, even you've grown, Mike.
I have now. I watch all my TV programs with subtitles because I'm actually people don't know that I'm half deaf, so I've got 50% hearing loss in my ears. So I have to have the TV real loud, and when the wife goes to bed, I turn the TV down a little bit so I can just barely hear, and then I use subtitles to make out the words that I didn't actually hear right. And some of that shit's funny. You know.
I think it's pretty funny when you're watching subtitles. Well, there's a difference between subtitles and caption.
Yeah, it's
So
closed caption.
yeah, caption is just basically they're saying what's on as they talk.
Yeah.
Subtitles is actually it's already translated on there from
Right.
the thing. But the caption's actually pretty funny, especially when like you get in some of these shows you watch where stuff's garbled and you don't know what they're saying. It's like strange noise in parentheses or something.
Yeah, grumbling and moist.
Yeah.
They use all kinds of crazy words that people hate.
But it's funny to watch, like I said, some of the if you watch like things from like that are actually sub to dub, like when you watch the original sub version, it's supposed to be a direct translation from the Japanese, and then the dub version is basically the Americanized version, what they're saying. So some of the stuff is actually pretty. It's like a little different there. Like, oh wow, that's a little different. So.
Yeah. I've actually watched some of these closed captioning where the closed captioning gets behind in the dub. They'll be on the next sentence, and then the old sentence will appear on the screen. I'm like, what the f? I wanted to say the f word again, but I didn't. I said it once, and I said bitch. But bitch, I've heard them say bitch on regular TV. So
I think you've totaled the bitch word about 7 times now.
have I? Okay, I won't say it again. I won't say it again. We try to keep our show, in case you haven't watched, we try to keep our show PG-13. We don't promise anything. We list ourselves as explicit.
We do this just as a because there might be some younger generations listening. We don't want to try and influence too many people that way. We don't want to seem crass or rude or just disgusting. We just want people to just listen to us. We want people to just hear what we have to say. And basically be entertained.
Yeah, we're not shock jocks by
Yeah.
no means.
Yeah. No, and the stuff like Mike said, the stuff we talk about is just geek out stuff, anime, tech, video games, movies, TV shows, just basically anything entertainment wise, anything. And we've even gone beyond that scale too. We've done things, supernatural stuff. We've done
The show which you've never watched. We've had a live witch on our show before.
we had a live witch on our show.
We might bring back 2 live witches in Halloween.
Yes, now that the phone thing is,
Yeah.
I guess you tested that out, right? You said that's pretty good.
I haven't tested the phone thing out.
I thought you did. Oh, you tested the foam.
I foam. The foam.
Maybe I'm the one going deaf.
Yeah, the foam thing. The foam thing. It sounded better on my laptop, but which shouldn't make a difference because Chris's laptop is way freaking better than my laptop is. My laptop lags, but I think there might be a little echo in this still. But I think if I buy another sheet and put it over this window we have here, I think maybe that might help. It's only $11.
Yeah. But speaking of phone thing, we do got that we're going to be
Yes,
working on.
I'm going to work on that this week.
And we're going to be maybe getting some phone interviews. We got some people across the country we can talk to and get on our show.
Yeah.
Some interesting people. We've also got, we're working on possibly going to maybe some cons.
Yes, we are. We're definitely going to cons.
So we've got, we started a small little thing and we're building bigger and bigger. So that's what I've always said: start small, build big, and we keep getting. I'm not saying we're looking for some grand scheme of things like we want to be the next, Bubba the Love Sponge or Lex and Terry or whatever. But hey, in our own way, we're
Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, we are who we are.
Doesn't he own Nerdist?
Yes, he was.
I think he still does.
And then right now it's what's the girl's name? I can't remember now. She does it.
I don't know.
Chobot, Jessica Chobot.
Yeah.
She does Nerdist news now.
Yeah, but I know Chris Hardwick. I actually follow Chris Hardwick because I'm jealous of his success. So I actually follow him on Facebook, and he still posts under Nerdist. So
yeah, Chris Hardwick started out
just like us.
Too,
yeah. Doesn't take long to get famous.
No, it's just what it mainly takes is the people that listen to us. So we appreciate all the people that do.
Yeah.
We've been here a year now, and we're still going, and we're still gonna go. We don't do it for money. We don't do it for fame. We just do it because we like it, and we appreciate all the feedback and appreciate all the support that all the people have given us.
Yeah, this is just our hobby, and we enjoy doing it, and As long as we have one person listening, we're gonna keep doing it.
Yep. I mean, when I can take time out of my schedule, and believe me, if anyone knows me, they know I have an extremely busy schedule. To do this is because it's something that I truly enjoy doing, and I have a good time. I have fun doing it, especially with Mike. So and I appreciate that, and I appreciate him. And I don't remember the long
We're
time
gonna
ago.
hug.
Yeah, I remember when you posted on Facebook. I remember that. You're like, I want to start a podcast. Who wants to do it? I was like, I'll do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, Wendell said he'd do it too, but I don't trust Wendell. Sorry, Wendell. I was like, Chris is sold.
Shh, quiet. He's still gonna buy a shirt.
I know. Well, no, I love Wendell to death, but he doesn't always stick up to his plans like he should.
He tends to get a little flaky sometimes.
Yeah, he like stands me up like a million times. So with you, I only have to worry about you being moderately late because you got so much shit going on. I know you'll show up. It's just when you'll show up.
Well, I'm usually here for the most
Yeah,
part.
you're usually here right on time.
But I know we've had some issues with us here this past year too, where you've actually missed a show where you were pretty deadly sick.
Yes.
I missed a show. My father passed away.
Yes, that was sad. God rest his soul.
Yeah, rest. But we've had some good people fill in for us. Kent filled in for you.
Yep, and
Dane
Dane
filled
filled
in
in
for
for
me.
you.
So
Yeah.
that's good. I mean, it's good to have people like that. Who know.
That's pretty good though. You think about it. You think about our podcast. We each only missed one show. We only had one sick day the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Now we've taken some shows off for holiday reasons. But
yeah, I mean we don't do holiday shows. Obviously, that's the time to spend with your family. You shouldn't be listening to me anyways.
no,
You should be loving on your family.
that's
They're not
exactly
going to be
right.
around forever.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then family is very important. So make sure if you have them out there, make sure you definitely spend some time with them and have a good, be with them, do whatever, especially around the holidays.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to say adieu.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all we got.
I do what?
I do. I think we've gone 32 minutes of rambling already. Can you believe that?
No.
We didn't even talk about anything.
No, we didn't. It's basically we just reintroduced ourselves.
That's right. This was honestly my impression for this podcast was this is going to be like a 15, 20 minute podcast.
You said the last week was going to be like 15, 20 minute podcast too.
Yeah.
We did like 15 minutes on Facebook Live and another 30 minutes on the podcast.
Yeah, see, Chris is busy. He's trying to unpack, so I want to keep the podcast short so that he gets time to, and we just get talk. We love to talk. I love to talk.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about, but we always we got the next 30 minutes next week, I guess, to do it.
Yep.
So.
All right, you guys take care. I am out.
Don't forget our.
Oh yeah. See, I'm trying to end the podcast so fast. You gotta. Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Don't forget to tweet to us on Twitter. Don't forget to show us your pictures on Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on Google Plus. Don't forget to follow us on Tumblr. Don't forget to listen to us on iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and probably some more that I'm forgetting.
Don't forget our website, mikeandchrisreloaded.libsyn.com.
Yes, I forgot about that.
And
I forgot about our own freaking website.
See, once again,
but
brains of the.
I did. Yeah, he's the brains. I'm just the humor. But I did in my Facebook Live videos show the hat and then.
Yeah, I told you I watched it.
Okay, yeah, I did plug our website there.
Well, I'll give you credit for that one then.
So I did plug it once today. So, but yeah, make sure you follow and listen to us, and you all take care.
You do.